just here underneath the tractor. That's our lights. There's no stud underneath it. Christ, it does not look great. I wonder. Bloody leaking oil. What am I gonna do now? Well, it's up in the other side, the better. Just pull the stud in the back in. It is pretty bad looking. Jesus. Oh no, wrong one. Yeah, if I can get that off now, I'll be right. We'll drain off all the oil. You have to stud off the back of the box as well there. There. And get all the oil out of it. Pull the pump down off it. And we'll have a look at the inside of it. And would you believe? Got off the side cover off it. It doesn't look actually that bad in there. Pretty bloody clean in there. I don't know about the pump. I have started spinning over the pump there and it has no. It isn't lifting at the moment, but the fact that there's no oil in there is probably the main reason why. But yeah, not bad at all. Now so with the both side covers off. Anyone who wants to take the pump out or the top cover off, those two bolts inside there. There's one there and one at the opposite side. They have to be ripped. If you don't rip them, you'll obviously do damage. You will damage the, well, that mechanism. It is all connected to the lift controls there. And there's enough work in taking these things apart there, so why would you want to break in it? Oh, wrong spanner. I'll have to get a spanner. Now with the side covers off, we can see what we're looking at. So with the side covers off, see straight in both sides, and that little bolt there you can see, that one, there's one at the opposite side. They have to be removed. If you don't remove them, you'll do damage. But and they won't come apart without the bolts being off anyway. So the plan is to, I'll just take the pump out for today, and maybe take the, well, I might take the top cover off after, we'll see. But what you do is you take off all these bolts from underneath and the pump will just drop out, and we can inspect that then afterwards, and then maybe we'll go in from the top there and we'll see what we're looking at from the top side. Now, I do believe down in there is something that has to be disconnected. Forgot to also mention, you have to take out the PTO shaft. So rip the 4 bolts, pull the whole shaft out, and then that'll allow the pump to come down. And that's the one thing about these tractors, probably the most, not the greatest idea or design, that you have to have the PTO shaft running there to activate the pump. So if you want your lift arms to work, you have to put on the PTO shaft there, and that spins over the pump, makes the pressure on the back end, and that allows the arms to lift. So that has to come out. Now, pump is out. So it just literally comes out like that. And this is the linkage I was on about. You have to separate that. The bolts are actually in higher, and the bolts actually bolt into this, and that keeps it together. Goes down on the way like this. Down on the way like that, and then what you're actually supposed to do is you separate these boxes, spread them apart, because they are actually locked into this valve here, and this valve is supposed to move in and out, which luckily it does, and quite fragile. They break very, very easily. Your PTO shaft in comes in through here to pull into the shaft, so when you pull it out the back, it comes out this way, goes in here, and when that's engaged, it spins the pump body, and that gives you a hydraulic pressure. So we'll have a better look at that there now. Funny looking island. It's a good looking isle. All the sound effects. Some rare looking stuff. Yeah. Although oil floats on water, so the cranking rods and everything were probably completely submerged in oil for the years it was parked up. No, yes, I'm very optimistically thinking here, like, but I kind of had it in my head I was going to be changing the engine in it anyway. But we'll see. We'll open it up some bit anyway to see what the story is.